live right at the top of Road 426, and we were in an evacuation warning area, but we elected to use all the time that we had available to go ahead and pull things together and get our trailer and our animals and get down here on our own schedule rather than waiting for the fire to come and to be force evacuated. It's a very sad experience, to be honest with you. You're going through the yard, you're going through your stuff, and you're realizing that there's a real possibility that this might be the last time you look at the house. It might be the last time that you look at the objects that you're choosing to leave behind. And you can't take it all, so you have to pick and choose. And so there's a certain amount of irrationality. Last night my sweetheart was upset because we didn't have the salad spinner. Is that a big deal? No. Are there salad spinners out there to replace it with? Absolutely. But she became focused on that, and that was a source of sadness for her. Obviously there's other things at the house that mean a lot more to her than a salad spinner, but for some reason that's just the thing that percolated in at that moment. It's called stress. It's very stressful. I think generally this time of year, if you live in fire-prone areas, you should be prepared. You should have to-go bags, you should have boxes of things that you care about, or as we do, we have a storage unit down at Course Gold that we keep certain things in that reduces the load when it's time to get out. That stuff's already pre-evacuated all the time practically. It's a little bit of a pain in the rear because if you want something you have to go down and retrieve it, but certainly when it comes time to something like this, it's pretty overwhelming. You can reduce that burden by having some things already pre-evacuated.
We live off of Bass Lake Road, about halfway between Oakhurst and Bass Lake. And we were evacuated yesterday around 4:30 in the evening. And they gave us a couple days notice of a warning, evacuation warning. So we were able to get prepared and start packing things up, getting things ready, get our trailer hooked up and ready to go for when we did get the word. As far as the proximity to the fire, yeah, I'd say we're still a pretty good distance, but all it takes is one ember, strong wind to blow one ember and get a spot fire going, and then we could be in trouble. It didn't bother me too much because I know living in this area, that's just the risk we take. You live in the mountains, you have the risk of wildfires, you have the risk of being stuck from snow, wildlife, and you just have to know you have to live with those risks.